Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. It is about 7:20, so we're a little behind, but our internet cut out. So, I always just say, Lord willing, we're going to get it done if the creek don't rise. And I heard somebody say, and the internet doesn't go out, and I think that's where we live. So I'm excited to be back with you guys. I've got a couple of things I'm going to share with you guys, and then we're going to get right into the project. For those of you who are in the camp, you have had 4 new sets of goodies for you to use in your Bible journaling. I am going to use one tonight. Whoops, I guess I should turn it that way. And you can size up or size down this particular download. This particular download. Hopefully that will be something that you will enjoy. And then here is the last one. So again, these are all from Visual Faith Ministries, and we are so appreciative of them. I am excited to share with you what I've already done in my Bible. So I'm going to share that now, and then we'll get into the last little bit of Bible journaling. So I have really enjoyed today's. Very apropos in light of the stomach issues here within our house, but just that promise that God knows us, that He knows our hearts, He knows when we are hurting, and He has a plan. So just some wax paper to keep it from gluing within my Bible. So this, in my Bible, I went through and this was in the kit, Lamentations 3:22 through 23. We are on day 3. Spring Summer Bible Journaling Camp 2023, and I put the date. Today is June 14, 23. This is a New American Standard Version, so I'll read that to you guys. The Lord's acts of mercy indeed do not end, for His compassions do not fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. So I love that. I love that. So I think of that hymn, Great is your faithfulness. Okay. I won't sing for you. I know it's bad when I sing. I'm sorry. So here it is in the New Living Translation. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is His faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. So I absolutely loved this particular printout. I printed it on cardstock. This is one of the versicles. I can't remember which day. You have 4 of them, and within each one of them, there's 3. So I just printed it out. I just used my highlighters for my Bible. So I used the yellow, the orange, the green, and the blue. And that's all I did. Now, when I printed mine out, I didn't realize that the black would run. And so I just, as an FYI, be sure you check yours. Colored pencils, they never run. All right. I also took the smaller envelope and used some of that Dollar Tree yellow paper, and I just glued it on the front of the envelope, secured it down with washi on both sides, and then I took one of the there were blank notepads I put in each one's kit, and the short one fit on the shorter envelope. If it doesn't fit, just trim it. It's not a big deal. And I am going to go back through here with you guys in just a minute, and I'm going to journal a little bit with y'all. I won't go into any depth, but I will just get us started. I also took my little girl. I may add her. I may just keep it in the pocket. I'm not sure yet. And I can write and journal on the back of these. So I absolutely loved that. For me, my health is one of the new mercies. Just God's grace, He supplied my needs. He has supplied my needs. And so I wanted to put that in there and write a thank you note to God. I might color it with pencils. I might not. And then we're going through a season of celebration, just different things that are happening for all of us. There's Father's Day. We have a ton of birthdays in the summer. And so I just thought that was really appropriate. And so there's that. I just highlighted the verse. And so I thought I would make got a list out of this. Oh, whoops, wrong pen. All right. So, and I wanted to list God's faithful love. So God's faithful love. And it says, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. So I want to put down God's, in my list, God's faithful love, and forgive me, but you're going to make your own for me. This is really hard for me to do with anybody but me by myself. So hang with me. Okay, so number one of the ways, as I already talked about, is my health. God has so blessed this change. There's more to come, I know, and I'm just very grateful. So I wanted to list my health because this is personal. I'm going to start there because it already was kind of. And then I also want to put down my family. Within that, my husband, my children, my grandchildren, my siblings, etc., my cousins, family, everybody, my friends, my home. I'm going to put my gardens because it's feeding a lot of people. And this is a weird thing, but I'm very thankful for our smoker. So I'm going to put down grill because we have been given tons of meat to smoke for other people. So it's an opportunity for us to be blessed, but also to bless others. And I love that. That is like just really great. I just love doing things like that. For number 7, I am very thankful for a livelihood for my husband. It may not be forever, and it keeps getting thinner and thinner, but livelihoods. So I'm going to put down with an S because I pray as my husband begins to slow down that God will allow my body to heal enough for me to start stepping up. We'll see. And then number 8, trying to think what else. I'm trying to get to 10. I mean, there's tons of things to be thankful for. I'm gonna put clear thinking. That is something that, yes, it's my health, but it's a lot of things. It's it's your emotional, it's your spiritual, it's your mental, and it is your physical. Clear thinking, mental health, however you want to state it, is an important part of our journey. And so many people went through so much during the pandemic, and some people are still doing that. They're still going through it. And so I am very thankful for the ability to, by God's grace, to be able to think more clearly, to focus more clearly. I can get unrailed, just like everyone, in a very, kind of normal result, which I have been told over and over. This is a normal reaction. But I am recognizing too, who is it that I trust with that clear thinking? Does that make sense? So maybe just the ability in my clear thinking to know who it is I can trust, who it is that I just don't get that deep with. Maybe we're friends, but we're not super deep friends. And that's okay. That's what friendship can be. All right. So number 9, I also wanted to list this channel. I love being here. So I'm just going to put Josephine's Designs. I love being here. I love you guys. I love serving here. I love the ability to share the word, to share the good news of Jesus Christ, to hopefully be an encouragement to all of you, to dig into the word, to be honest with you, to be real. There are so many times I watch Christian channels and it's not real. It's, my oldest used to say when she was little, it's pretend, mommy, it's pretend. And I don't ever want to be pretending with you guys. I want it to be very real. I want to be very honest. Life on this earth is not always easy, but by God's grace and mercy, He is there for us. All we have to do is accept Him and trust Him in our day-to-day walk. So I want to thank you guys for your support, your love in Josephine's Designs. I pray you'll continue in that route. There's just a lot of different moving parts right now that are trying to get worked out and trying to look for God's priorities in all of this. So being in the Word, and if not Bible journaling, 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 6 of the posts per week, it is a blessing to get to be with you guys in God's Word. So, all right, last but not least, I should have put this first. I'm going to put it last because there's no order to this, but I'm going to thank God for God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And I am humbled every day that my God can love me the way he loves me, and he can encourage me the way he encourages me. And I am amazed by that. So, all right. I mean, a lot of these, like livelihoods, is the provision for our home. It's the, I'm going to do one more, God's protection. We have been through so many different things. Like everyone goes through things, but there have been really challenging things. I'm always humbled when I sit with we have a friend who's a Christian counselor, or we have, I know Christian counselors, pastors, etc. And when we talk about the things that we go through here on this earth, and maybe what our family has been through, it's been pretty crazy. And I mean, and it usually comes in like not one little thing at a time, or one thing at a time, one big thing at a time. It'll come in like 3s and 4s and 5s. And you're just trying to figure out which end is up and which end is down. And but the one thing I know is we can keep looking up to God and trusting him. All right, guys. So this is my Bible journaling. I keep this simple. I do not I try not to make it overly difficult, because I want to make sure that I am recording my thoughts. One day I will give these Bibles to my grandchildren or to whoever wants them. And I'm hoping that they can come back through and they can see how much God was a big part of my life and is a big part of my life. Okay, so that's done. We're done with that part. And now, let's get on to the journaling. So, I wanted to show you the back. I went ahead and just added another piece of washi. It took care of everything. I didn't have to glue it down. We'll see if it'll last, but I didn't have to glue it down. All right, so now I wanted, in this particular, I'm going to, here's where we were yesterday, and I didn't color in yet. I've got to come back. And I didn't have a chance because I wasn't feeling well. But I went back in here and I just started laying some things down. There's a little bit of a tear there, so I'm going to cover that up. I'm also going to use some of this very brown simple craft paper. I love brown craft paper. It just floats my boat. And then I wanted to use something pretty and shiny over here, just kind of the juxtaposition. And I just have a couple of things I want to do. So this is another one of those versicle cards. I am going to use this here. I'm not sure yet how, but we're getting there. And so let me go ahead and just start putting some of this down. I know this part I'm going to do. I pulled some things, but this is the only thing I kind of laid out, and that's it. And this is almost like a cloth paper. It's really interesting. It's very textured. It's got to be some kind of a blend, because I don't know if you can hear it. It's just it has so much texture to it. I love things like that. And this got bent, but that doesn't matter, guys. We can put a sticker on it. We can cover it. We can glue it. We can smooth it. We can iron it. We can do all kinds of things. So don't ever worry. And I think I'm going to change this right now to up here. All right, so that gets covered, that little bit. And then, and this has a nice texture, that has a nice texture of paper. I think I'm going to go with something like this. I'm changing it up just a little bit. Nothing major, just a little. So, if you haven't had a chance to go back and watch today's lesson, please, please, please. It'll make all this other kind of fall into place. Hopefully. And again, I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little bit better. It's 7:40. I had a hard time getting everything to upload. And our internet decided it just wanted to stop. Shocking. All right. So I want to take this right down the middle. And so I just folded it. I think I shared that with you yesterday's project. That's what I did. And that's what I'm going to do today. Now, another thing you can do is you can fold it and then fold it again and then glue that part down, and this will flap up, but I'm not going to do that tonight. You can make another flap, another place to journal inside. But I'm going to show you something here in a second, and hopefully you can see that what I was thinking here. So I think I'm going to drop this down a little bit, and then I am just going to push this down and then fold it to make sure, yeah, it'll all work. Now, whenever you have a little bit of glue, you can wipe it with your hand. You can take a damp wipe or a damp paper towel, and that's all good. All right, now, I am so excited about this next part. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I just had some things in my mind. So this day 3, I think it was the first part of our lesson. Hold on. I am going to try to get to my notes. Yes, so this verse was in the first half of the lesson. It is, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And I love this with the tear because it can be difficult and we can cry, or we can see God's healing and it can move us to tears. So I just loved that. Okay, so I have 2 from the kit. I'm going to tuck these in. And you can do whatever you want. You can use yours if you have the kit. You don't have to. You can make your own small envelopes. It is not hard at all. There are free templates all over the internet, guys. These are just seed envelopes that I had in my stash, and I love these envelopes. I don't know why, but I just love them. Okay, and I had, here we go. I was going to say, I had my washi tape. All right, so I'm going to make a book. I know, isn't that fun? I'm just going to make a little 2-page pocket book, and you can do it any which way you want. I just decided, I was looking at it thinking, what can I do differently tonight with these 2 little, envelopes? And I had pulled them both out, and I thought, I don't want to use that in my Bible. I want it to be different. What can I do? So anyways, I was praying about it, thinking about it, asking God, because I always pray about these. And there it was. I was like, let's make a book. Why don't we make a book? That'll make it fun. Okay, so I am going to just stack these up. I've got my washi on, and now, whoops. Okay, now I'm going to just fold it over ever so neatly. Now, it's a little bit long here, so I'm just going to trim it. No big deal. No problem. It is not exactly even as far as front and back. Doesn't matter. You can make it even. You don't have to. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of washi down the middle here just to reinforce it. And that's it, guys. Just keep it simple. You don't have to, this isn't hard. This is super easy. Okay, now I want to make sure I have that trimmed, because I still, I do want to be able to get into this one, and I do want to be able to get into this one. So this one I'm just going to tuck under. That one kind of shows up a little bit more. Well, I thought I was going to tuck it under. Now I need those, you know what? I could just trim it. I was going to say I need those little bitty tweezers to pinch it down, but you know what? I'm just going to trim it. Why not? So we were having fun when I wasn't feeling good this morning. My husband was very sweet. He was very, whether he knew it or not, he was distracting me. And we were talking about, just different things, things that, different trips we've taken. We're trying to plan a trip, and I was definitely a little green around the gills. So I am going to glue this on, and I love the blue, the brown, and the green, and I love the unevenness here. You can do it however you want. This is just, when I saw this, I thought, oh, score. Score. I love that. So I really do like angles. I think that comes from my early days of being a creative memories consultant. Everything in the old days was always like, there were always angles and layers, and anyways, and I just loved it. There's something about it to me. I am it's got to be even girl, so those things are always nice for me. If you got the kit, you got some different stickers in it. I love this Bloom. Mine says Bloom Planted. All of you have different things. I'm just going to stick that right there. I just think it's really pretty. It adds a little color. It ties in the flowers on both sides. It just makes it nice. Yeah. So, gotta keep it kind of simple, nothing big. And I got these stickers off of Amazon. You can go on and get stickers, big, little, however you want. There's all kinds of Bible journaling stickers. You can use and pardon me, not scrap. Well, you could use scrapbooking, but you could also use things like planner, Bible, Bible planner, faith type stickers. Sorry, I'll get there. All right, I'm just really thankful that I'm here right now, guys. I'm so thankful. I'm sorry if I'm kind of bumbling around. Okay, so in my pockets, I wanted to use, everybody got sticky pads in their kits, and so all I'm going to do is fold it back. You can cut that off, or you can just fold it back and make your own little cards. I don't have that, so I got to fold it back. Sorry, guys. To where it'll fit in the pocket. How's that? Silly me. Okay, so on mine, I've got to fold it, the top one, the second, and then almost, about half of the third. So I love that. Now, on these, because I'm going to journal here, I'm going to use some of my stickers from the kit. So I love this Grateful, so I think I'm going to use that first. And wait a minute. I think I'm going to put that right there. Yep, sorry. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking when I pulled things. Okay, I'm going to put a flower on this and a heart. So, and everybody has different things that they received in the kits. Okay, this one's going to be hard because I'm going to be blind. So give me just a second. And it punched out instead of peeling apart. So my husband and daughter are out there painting and working on the mini house. So hopefully, I know for her this is such a big deal. Such a big deal, but they have to hurry and get it done because we have a mattress coming that we are getting, that's being given to us. It's secondhand, but we know the person and the family who's giving it to us, and we are just so thankful. And, anymore, goodness gracious, we got ready to buy a mattress for the camper. Goodness gracious sakes alive, how in the world can anyone afford to buy a mattress anymore? It's just crazy. So I finally got it off. Sorry, guys. Probably wondering if I fell asleep back here. I didn't, I promise. So I'm going to be no, it's going to pop right out of that. Okay. I can't remember where I got these, if it was Heidi Swap or Studio Calico. I'm thinking it was Studio Calico, but I'm not sure. But wow, this was a mistake. These are vellum, stickers. But wow, they should have not cut them all the way through, I think. But anyway, so they're trying to get it primed tonight. And hopefully they can prime it really, really well and work on some of the flooring. But I don't think they're even going to get to the last part. I think they're going to come in and play some games and cool down. And yeah, in reality, that's what I think. What do I know? But I think that's what they're going to do. And tomorrow I'll be waking up, folding laundry after I get them out the door. And then I'll be coming and packing while I fold laundry, which is what I like to do. And then I will be with you guys for camp. So I have a lot of packing to do. So I got definitely behind today. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. I'm about ready to just put some glue on this thing. This is silly. I don't think I'm going to make you sit through. You know what? I'm going to wait. I'll come back and I will put my other sticker down here. And then that will go in my pocket here. And that will be a journaling spot. And I think that is super, super, super cute. And I will just let that stick out. Okay. And then on this one, I will add, where is the rest of those silly stickers? There they are. I will add probably that small heart right there. I don't think it's going to let me pull it up, but oh, it did. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's there with the stuff on the back. Okay, I will do that with my little bitty craft tweezers. If I could see them, I'd pull them out and show you. Another thing you could use if you have one of these blades, this is just a fine blade. You can sometimes, nudge it apart that way as well. Okay, but be very careful with the blade. All right, so, and then this sweet lady is just going to go right here. Now, if I feel like, and you can't see her, and I'm totally great with that, you'll just see the heart. And I'm thinking, if I want to, I can add more journaling paper in there if I want. But I love this. You could even put more paper here, and you could journal there if you wanted to. And so I've already put day 3, Spring Summer Bible Journaling Camp. I didn't put 2023 because I ran out of room. I wrote my scripture, and I also dated it 6/14/23, and that is it. I am done. I'm happy. This is my journal. Now I can go back in and I can journal. And because I know me, and I know that I probably won't have had enough here, I'm going to go ahead and just temporarily put this down like this, and then I will decide if I am going to really, leave that. If I am, I'm going to adhere it a little better. But this just gives me one more spot for me to write praise to God. Now, because He heals the brokenhearted, I pulled out this particular sticker I had, and I am going to make this a tab and let it just kind of be here. So you can do a lot of things as far as like making it a tab, but it is half and half. So I am just going to start it so that I can get it fairly close to the line. And you can go in and score it to make it easier. I just jumped the bucket here, or jumped into it a little bit quick. But I kind of do things like that. I don't know about you guys, but so I'm just going to leave it just like that. And you guys know my grandmother used to sign everything XOXO, so it's extra sweet for me. But I am just going to crease that down, burnish it a little bit, and make sure it holds. And you can always come back and burnish anywhere that you put washi, glue, whatever you do. So there is my journal. Gosh, I thought I had that in the view. I'm sorry, it looked like it was almost in the view. So I have the sticker, I've put the layered paper, these 2 layered papers on top of the green, on top of this green that we did last night. I made a little booklet out of 2 of the envelopes. I might put a picture here of something that I am, that where God answered a prayer. I have got my little lady in here. I have, and she's on cardstock. And then I also have my journaling page in there. I can add more pages. I added an extra page here. This is one of the printouts from the initial email, and I've printed it out, and I've written the scripture here, and I've put the day of camp and then the date, and I'm good to go. And that extra page there, whether or not I'm going to keep it, we'll see. I balanced out the flowers on both sides. I've also balanced out the browns and craft with something a little bit glitzier and prettier. But yeah, I love this. So, all right, friends, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Leave a comment. Tell me, which one did you prefer, the journal, or did you prefer the Bible journaling, the journaling in the Bible? Also, leave a comment below and tell me what you're doing. Are you working in a journal, or are you working in a Bible? I would love to know. It has just been so much fun doing all of this with you guys, and I just love to hear how God is working in your life in this particular camp. That would be such an encouragement to me as well as to others, so leave a comment. All right, friends, pass this on to anyone you think it might encourage. That would be a blessing. And if you are not subscribed, again, like, subscribe. If you're not, we'd love to have you. And it's free. It's free to subscribe. It's free, and it helps our channel, and I would really appreciate that. The same thing with liking. It helps in the YouTube world to help more people be aware. It'll bring it to the forefront, this video, and they can hear the encouragement of today. All right, friends, I love you. I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, 100%. I was able to eat, so that is a blessing. And not a lot, but a little. And tonight I'm just going to have probably, I'm not sure. I was thinking about having a milkshake, but I may make it into like a with ice, put ice in it. Maybe that would help. So, all right, guys, I love you. And as much as I love you, God loves you so much more. You are His if you just trust Him into your heart. All right, friends, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Y'all take care. See you tomorrow for day 4 of camp. We're getting on the other side of it. And yeah, just keep serving Jesus well. He has great plans for you, my friend. All right.